Hey there, welcome to Bustaz. In this video we're going to have a look at some new stuff from AliExpress. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Auckland, and first up we have our new reversing camera. Ignore the box, that's not what's in it. So I don't know about unboxing videos or cutting wrappers and crap like that. Not really into that, but what I will show you is what I've got eventually. New camera. So this is it. Simple enough. AV plug. That's going to go on the back of the bus. I think it's a 700 TBL or TLV or whatever it is. It's got a whole bunch of LEDs for when it gets dark. So that should be good. Hopefully I'll get that on the back of the bus and be seeing where we're going. Next up is quite a neat thing really. I bought one of these to test and absolutely loved it. So I've bought some more of them. And what it is, I have to tear it open. And what it is a simple little electronic board. Now these are Wi-Fi control switches. So each one of these is a separate 10 amp switch which is controlled by Wi-Fi, so that's in my case Google Home, or you can do it on an app direct off your cell phone. It uses the iWi Link app, and then that can link in turn through to Alexa or Google Home or whatever, so that you can say, hey Google, turn on the lights or whatever. Each of the four circuits is quite separate. It's got its own inputs, outputs, so they can be normally open, normally closed, they can be used as triggers, or they can be used as permanently on. Now the whole thing runs on, I don't know if you can see it, it's just got a little wee USB, micro USB port there. So it runs on a 5 volt input, or you can run it on anything from 7 through to 32 volts via these two terminals here. So it must have a little buck converter built into it, I guess, to take it down to whatever voltage it needs. But it's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Hooks up to your Wi-Fi, turn anything on and off, and you can group them. So I've bought 3 or 4 of them here. I've already got one. So you can kind of group them and say turn all the lights on, or turn the left hand side lights on, or individual switches, turn on the radio, whatever. So they are very, very cool. A Sonoff product. iWi Link is the app. Now the last thing I have right here today is again, it's another little electronic thing. This is simply a little buck converter. Now, buck converter is like a step-down transformer. So I'm going to take, in this case, I'm going to take 24 volts, and I'm going to convert it into, well, whatever I want, really. So this particular one, this is the back of it. This is the front. It's actually got a little display, so you can dial up and down the voltage and the amps to suit. And it comes with a little wee kit. It's a clear plastic casing to protect it and make it look nice. So yeah, this one you can dial up and down the amps. Oh, it's got a little heatsink in there, I see, as well. And the voltage, and you can adjust it all and see it all on this little LED screen here. Now again, I've already got one of these and it's fantastic. So you simply put in to here whatever voltage you have. Now so long as it's more than a couple of volts more than what you want out of here, you adjust it and you get it out of here. So for argument's sake, if I want to charge a laptop, I'll set this to 19.5 volts, which my laptop likes, and about 7 amps, which my laptop likes. And the input, so long as it's above sort of 20 odd volts, which of course my 24 volt supply will be, then it'll provide exactly 19.5 volts. I've got one of these that I'm using to charge up my Sony wireless speakers, my USB speakers, and that puts out 9.5 volts. I've got it set right down to 1.5 amps, and it'll just do it all day long. If I plug that into a 12 volt supply, it's going to still do 9.5 volts. And if I plug it into a 24 volt supply, it's going to still do 9.5 volts. So it's a really neat little setup. Does come with some instructions. Oh no, that's the other instructions. Does not come with any instructions. Of course, most of the stuff from AliExpress you can see on the actual website how to use it. So that was our goodies for today. I've actually bought 4 of these units because I'm going to use them for charging all sorts of things. Once we're on the road, we'll have 24 volts, and that makes charging, well, most things quite easy using a buck converter. So I can just plug well, phones and anything that runs on USB is easier still, but other things like laptops and the likes, they'll like that voltage. This camera is actually a 12 volt camera, so that's going to need to run through a buck converter to get the 12 volts that it needs to happily run. So that's me. That's all I've got today. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to show you, was these new panels here. How do you like that? That's it's actually a cable trunking, so it's going to have my cables coming down it, but it's also a window pillar and nice and tidy. So thanks for watching. It's good to see you all again, unless of course we're just meeting, in which case it's good to see you anyway. And hopefully you'll find some of my videos interesting. I've got some more stuff still coming from AliExpress and Trade Me, which is kind of a little bit like eBay here in New Zealand. And so I'll show you that as well. Take care. See you soon. So let's see how the Wi-Fi switch works. Hey Google, turn on the bus lights. Hey Google, turn off the bus lights. Hey Google, turn on the bus lights. Well, thanks for watching. If you liked our video, hit subscribe or like or all of those things, and take care. We'll see you next time.